recently had an article in the BEQ Pride magazine where we actually noted the awards that the Embrace magazine received from the Chamber, which is amazing. Just a testament to being inclusive and also opening arms wide for organizations that are new. So as a startup magazine, being able to be welcomed, that's a really big deal. So
yeah, I mean, and so this is a very entrepreneurial community. There was recently a ranking that came out that put the Ocala Metro as the #1 mid-sized metro in the nation in entrepreneurship, the number of entrepreneurs that we have. So that's part of who we are as a community and our culture. So we want to encourage and grow those entrepreneurs. And I will tell you, at the end of the day, businesses are the most inclusive because it's really not about Black or white or Hispanic or Asian or gay or straight or anything else, because it's a business. You may have a targeted market, which is great, but at the end of the day, businesses are businesses. And so if we encourage business growth, we are naturally encouraging diversity and inclusion as part of that effort.
Yeah, and making it such an amazing place to consider living or working or bringing your business.
Live, work, play, absolutely.
So how does that work? How does Ocala or the CEP attract new brands, big businesses? Is that something that you encounter all the time, or is it some kind of plan you put out 10 years or something?
Yeah, so we do 5-year strategic plans, and a lot of places do plans. Oh, okay, here's my plan, check it off, put it on a shelf. We do a plan because we're going to do a plan, and it guides everything we do. On our attraction piece, we know that most mid to large size businesses are working with consultants. And so they're working with people who are specialized to help them locate that facility. So we spend a lot of time building those relationships with those 100 consultants in the nation who do the most work. And some of those are independent, some of those are tied to consultancies, a lot of them are tied to real estate, the large real estate firms. So building that relationship, helping them to know, here's the Ocala story and why a business should locate here, and understanding our strengths and our competitive nature. So the team that leads that for us is just, again, we've got some really talented people, and we've been very fortunate to tell the story. And part of it is, if you can be a successful business, it can also make it a great place to live, work, and play. So we're able to work those two pieces together.
Kevin, you mentioned the 5-year plan, year plans. There's the Vision 2035 plan that started, I think it was 2010.
You're right, the city.
Yes. So what role did the CEP play with that Vision 2035? And from my understanding from the city manager, everything on that checklist is being done right on time. So that's pretty impressive.
It is. So, the CEP didn't exist yet when the Vision 2035 plan went into place. However, we work really closely with those local governments on implementing their plans, especially when it comes anything related to economic development. So one of the things I should have said is, when the merger happened, part of what the business community got local governments to do was to get out of the economic development business. They said, city, you disband your efforts, county, you disband, we will do that in conjunction together. And that's been incredibly successful for us. So we lead, all of the downtown development. We've got an incredible, growing, charming downtown. We're work hand in hand with the city on that. We're developing other areas of the community. We're working in lockstep. So yeah, that's part of that. And so as we're looking at that, and what I think is really interesting is we have our 5-year plans. The city and the county here each do now 3-year plans. They use our plan as the basis for building their plans. So it really talks about how well all of these entities are working together, as does, quite frankly, the school system is getting ready to unveil their new plan, and it also uses the CEP plan as a part of that basis.
So it's a unifying body. That's what's amazing.
Yeah, partnership. It's all about partnerships.
And led by business, which makes sense. Putting those ducks in order. I hope that's not an offensive term anymore.
I hope not. I got to keep my ducks. So